Hey y'all, Dr. J here. Wanted to discuss one of the difficulties of being a leader, and that is recognizing your position. And I don't mean your position in the org with regard to being the ultimate decision maker, final authority, any of those words, top of the pyramid, um, but it's your position within the culture of the organization and how everything you do matters. Every conversation, every way you walk through the hall, every spoken word, every email, everything matters. You're on stage once you become that top leader. Everything you do is subject to scrutiny. And I get it. Leaders have hard days, and we often want to just be human beings trying to do the best we can in this world. And we struggle. And that's just being human. Unfortunately, as a leader, you don't get to struggle. You don't get to have bad days. Your job is to lift up everybody in that organization. Now, granted, some leaders would completely agree with this. They're autocratic. They think that it's their way or the highway, and you know they can act in any form and fashion they want to. That was really a 1950s way to run an organization. Today, you've got to take a more empathetical approach in recognizing where your employees are in their lives. I'm sure by now somebody has seen or read an article about the CEO who was in a town hall and told people to get out of the pity city, because that's something this person was told. Most people don't realize that what that person was doing was telling a story of when that CEO was a young employee in an organization and somebody took her aside and said, it's okay to have bad days. You just can't stay there. You got to keep driving forward. You got to keep feeling sorry for yourself, and you have to persevere. That worked really, really well in the 50s. It still actually does work today. You just have to say it differently. And you sure as heck can't say pity party and get out of pity city. And you sure as heck can't say that when the question presented has to do with money. The point here is the CEO didn't recognize where they were in the org and where their employees are in their lives. And so, it's just really important to really have an understanding that everything you say will be judged. And then if you don't know your employees at the personal level, you really don't know your employees. So, to all leaders out there, you're on stage. Everything you do matters. And most importantly, realize that you have to respect the fact that culture starts with you. Everything starts with you. You can't have bad days. You've got to rise up to the challenge of lifting others up, even when you may not quite feel like it. It is one of the greater difficulties of being a leader. Trust me, I know it is really hard to throw on a smile and walk around when you don't feel it inside. Yet if you don't throw a smile and when you're walking around, your employees are gonna feel it. So when you are smiling, they're gonna smile. It's just this beautiful thing that happens when people smile. So leaders, recognize it starts with you. Everything you do will be judged, and that you drive the culture through everything you do and say. If you want a performance culture, you have to lift up your people at that intrinsic level. All right. I hope this was helpful, and wish you all the best of luck in 2023.